Drawing the breath all the way down into your stomach, into your lower abdomen. And exhaling, feeling your stomach release back in towards your spine. And with each breath in, as your breathing deepens, just start to bring your awareness back to your intention, or that word that you would like to feel more of over the next coming days or weeks. And just as your belly starts to expand with every inhalation, just start to notice where you feel that emotion or feeling in your body, or where you would like to feel it. And with that breath in, let that also expand, becoming bigger, perhaps brighter. And just feeling a sense of that feeling washing all the way through your body, from the crown of your head to the very tips of your toes. And when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, just placing both palms back down on your sides or your knees. Taking another deep breath here and finding one last moment of stillness. You can feel your sit bones rooted down onto the earth. Just noticing your connection with the ground. Feeling the air on your face. And becoming aware of how your body feels as you take this moment of pause, of being, and of checking in. How often do we check in with ourselves? So when you're ready, just bringing your awareness back and slowly opening your eyes and placing your left hand next to your left sit bone. Inhaling your right arm and sweeping it all the way up in the air and all the way over towards your left hand side. Feeling a side stretch all the way down your right side body. Exhaling, sweep your right hand back down to your right sit bone and inhale your left arm up into the air. Reaching over to your right hand side this time. And then exhaling in a similar way, repeat that motion towards the left side. And just at the pace of your own breath, start to sweep your arms up into the sides, kind of like a swaying palm tree. Following a rate and speed that feels right for the rate and speed of your breathing. This might be a lot slower than mine. Might be slightly faster. Feel your sit bones rooted as you sway with your upper body. And we'll just repeat this for a few more cycles here. Inhaling to lift up and exhaling to fold over. Lovely. Two more, just like that. Really slowly waking up the body, waking up the spine. Taking your last stretch here. And as you come back, bringing both arms up into the sky and starting to circle out the wrists, waking up the wrists. Slowly bringing the palms down. If you've been going one way, start to circle your wrists the other way. Feeling the circulation. Maybe just hearing some clicking. And as you return your hands to your knees, just bring your left hand over to your right knee. Your right hand comes to the base of your spine. Facing in front of you, inhale to lengthen the crown of your head towards the sky, and then exhale, twisting to your right hand. Inhale to lengthen the spine, find length in your neck, and then exhale, see if you can twist a little bit more into any space that you created. And take one more breath just like that. On your last exhale, gently unfolding back to the front and bringing your right hand onto your left knee, your left hand to the base of your spine behind you. Inhaling to straighten and lift, and exhaling to twist to your left hand side. Inhale, you might want to ease off a little bit, and then exhale, twist once more. Again, taking one more breath on your left hand side, just like that. And on your last exhale, slowly unfolding back to the front. Inhaling, bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears and then roll them back, slide them down your spine. And repeating that motion, inhaling all the way up, shrugging your shoulders all the way up and back. Really releasing any tension in your upper back. Starting to release your neck. Inhaling up and exhaling all the way back. 3 more here. And see if you can find any release with your exhale breath. One more. And if you want to, you can go in the opposite direction. If it's more comfortable, you can bring your hands on top of your shoulders. And expand that movement to become circles, really loosening up that shoulder joint. If you want to, you can go the opposite way one more time. Just find what feels good to you, whatever feels good. It might be one, and then the other one. Just experiment here. What movement helps your body release tension in your upper back? Last breath. Then exhaling, bring your palms back down to your knees and just tilt your left ear to your left shoulder, bringing your chin down towards your chest if that feels comfortable for you, and then coming back up and around to your right shoulder. And if you want to, you can bring your head back and take a few circles just like this, as slowly as you'd like to go today. Slowly releasing any tension in your neck. And if you want to, you can start to include your chest and your shoulders by bowing your shoulders down as you circle forward, leaning to the side as you circle right, and letting your shoulders come with you as you make these circular motions a little bit deeper, creating some lovely big head rolls. And just feel into any movement that feels good here. Everything I say is more of a suggestion than an instruction. For your body to find the movement it needs. And then when you're ready, just switching directions. You were creating those deeper circles and head rolls with your shoulders, including your upper body in these circles, and very slowly starting to make the circles smaller and reducing the movement in your shoulders and your chest. Coming all the way back to a slow neck roll in the opposite direction. I'm just making 2 more circles here. One more. And then coming back into a neutral position. Taking a moment here if you need to. And then bringing your feet out in front of you. Soles of the feet come together. Shuffle them a little bit closer to your pelvis if you can. So your knees might come up wide, and that's totally okay. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Crown of the head coming up towards the sky, and then exhale, just see if you can fold a little bit forward as much as feels comfortable. So that might just be a little bit, and that's absolutely okay. see if you can find any comfort as you come forward. If you need to release your knees up a bit higher, place your hands on the floor, wherever you need to be to feel supported in this pose. And as you bring your awareness back to your breath, just use your inhale to breathe any space that you need into your hips or your back, wherever you might feel a little bit of tightness here. Making any adjustments you need to make the pose just a little bit more comfortable for you. And taking 2 more breaths here. Lovely. And then when you're ready, just coming all the way back up again and bringing your feet slightly further away from your pelvis this time. So just shuffle them out. So you've got a sort of diamond-like shape in front of you. You can hold onto your thighs here, your ankles, or back onto your feet. And just inhale to straighten your back one more time. And exhaling, start to bring your forehead ever so closer towards your feet. Wherever this is, there's no right way. Wherever you find yourself is absolutely fine. And just notice if this stretch feels any different from the stretch before. If you feel any opening or if you feel any tension, just ease off ever so slightly. Just become curious of the sensations you feel in your body. And then coming back to the breath. If you want to, you can place your hands out in front of you and slowly start to walk your way back up again. You can bring your knees together and just sway them side to side. Like a windscreen wiper, just ease off. And then sweeping your legs behind you, coming up onto your hands and your knees. And we'll just do a little bit of a warm up for your spine. So a little bit of cat-cow. If you've done this before, you'll remember inhaling, lifting your gaze and your heart to the sky, shoulders back, tailbone tilts, exhaling, chin comes to chest, pushing through the palms of your hands, doming the back. Inhaling, gaze lifts, shoulders come back. And exhaling, chin comes to chest, doming your back. And just following your breath. The speed and rhythm of your own breath here. Inhaling to gaze up. And exhaling, pushing up through the palms. Chin comes to chest. And if you want to, you can start to make this a little bit faster. This movement starts to create a little bit more cerebral spinal fluid in our spine. And our spine is so important in connecting our mind to our bodies. And any information that needs to be received. more deep breaths just like this. One more. And then when you're ready, just opening your knees and bringing your hips back down onto your ankles, sliding your hands forward into a child's pose, bringing your forehead down to the ground. And just resting here, coming back to your abdominal breathing. So breathing all the way in and down into your tummy. Feeling your belly expand with your inhale. And release back into your spine with your exhale. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then just any breath is fine. Just becoming aware of your palms, face down on the earth, your forehead on the ground, your shins and the top of your feet. All supported as the earth comes up to meet you. And hopefully feeling a lovely stretch through your back. Your arms reaching out in front of you. And just taking 2 more deep breaths here. Lovely. When you're ready, just lifting back up, bringing the weight back into the palms of your hands and stepping your right foot forward, so you're framing your right foot in between your hands. And if you want to, you can take your foot a little bit wider so that you have a nice balance to come up into a very low lunge like this. Just find a way where you can come up easily without being too much effort. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. And exhale, just round them out, kind of like a cup. Bring your gaze up. And if you want to challenge your balance, you can close your eyes here. Just holding for 1 more breath. Exhaling, bring your hands back down to frame your front foot. Bring your foot back to meet your right foot and slowly lowering all the way down so you're flat on your belly. Bring your hands slightly wider so they're either side of your head or slightly more in front of you. Widen the stance of your feet. And then inhaling slowly, raise yourself up on your fingertips. Eyes to the sky. And exhaling, coming back down again, forehead comes to the ground. And resting here for 1 more breath. Inhaling, coming back up on your fingertips, raising your eyes to the sky and stretching your lower back, coming as high or as low as you want to. And then exhaling, coming back down, forehead comes to meet the ground. Bring your palms to the earth and pushing yourself back up into a tabletop, this time bringing your opposite foot in between your hands. Maybe you're moving it a little bit wider and coming up into your low lunge. Really nice. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Open them up like a cup to be filled. raising your gaze, and if you want to here, taking a nice deep breath and closing down your eyes, finding your balance and your still point. And when you're ready, exhaling, coming back down to frame your front foot, turning your foot back to meet the other, and slowly lowering down. Forehead meets the ground. Bringing your hands out in front of you. Inhale, rising up on your fingertips. Eyes come to meet the sky. And exhale back down again. And taking one more just like this. If it's more comfortable, you can widen your hands. Widening the stance of your feet. Find what feels good here for your body. And this time, just bring your arms down and rest one side of your cheek on the ground. And take a nice deep breath here. And just start to become aware of your connection, your belly button with the earth beneath you. And if you want to, you can imagine a cord coming down from your belly button down into the earth. And just drawing up the energy that you need and that you want for today or the next few days. Refilling, re-nourishing yourself. With the energy that's always available for you. Taking one more deep breath here. And then when you're ready, bringing your hands back either side of your chest and pushing your weight back up onto your hands and knees, coming back into the tabletop. And this time, keeping your knees together, bring your hips down over your ankles. Slide your hands forward into a child's pose. And just notice how you feel here. Taking a mental check-in of how your body feels. And when you're ready, coming back up into your tabletop, bringing your left foot in between your hands, followed by your right. Keeping your knees in a deep bend or lengthening them if you want to. And letting the crown of your head fall towards the earth into a forward fold. You can bring your hands to either side of your feet to give yourself a very gentle side stretch here. Just find a movement that works for you. Maybe sway your hips. Just find a way to ease into your legs without straining or stretching too much. Maybe pedal your knees. And then very, very slowly, when you're ready, starting to roll back up to standing. Slowly through every vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head coming up the very last. Unfolding, uncurling, all the way back up to standing. taking a nice big exhale and closing down your eyes if they're not closed already. Taking a micro bend in your knees and just allowing the blood to flow back down your body if it's all been in your head like mine has. And bringing one hand to your belly and taking 2 deep belly breaths here. Coming back to that deep breath. Grounding your weight through all 4 corners of each foot. If you want to, rocking your weight onto your toes and then back onto your heels. Spreading out your toes onto the ground. Taking that micro bend again in your knees. And just playing with the weight that's distributed between each side, each foot. And then when you're ready, just opening your eyes and starting to take a wider stance that's comfortable for you. So this could be very wide or not very wide, whatever feels good. You might have a slight bend in your knee, but try to keep your toes so they're almost facing in towards each other. Keeping your feet parallel, bring your hands up towards your hips. Lengthen your head and the crown of your head towards the sky. Then exhale, take a forward fold here. Bring your navel in towards your spine so you're engaging your core as you slowly start to fold forward. Going as far as feels good for you today. And then when you're ready, releasing your hands down to the ground. You can take a slightly deeper bend in your knee. Pedal your knees from side to side. Let the crown of your head lower towards the ground, whatever feels good for you. And this will look different for all of us. Just use your breath to allow you to release a little bit further down. If you want to, you can take a hold of each of your big toes, or your shins, or your ankles. And just breathe into this pose, feeling a very gentle stretch. If it feels too sharp, just ease off. Very nice. Just take it as far as it feels good for you today. Staying here for one more breath. And then if you are holding onto your toes, releasing your toes and walking your hands back to the center of your feet. Bringing your hands up onto your hips, engaging your navel into your spine, and very slowly in a controlled way, beginning to lift back up to standing. Lovely, that was really nice. We'll do that one more time. So if you want to shake off your legs here, and then when you're ready, coming back, if you want to take a narrower or slightly wider stance, you can. And then inhaling, engage your core. You can bring your hands onto your hips if that felt good. And then exhaling, slowly bending forward one last time. And using your breath, just notice if you can go ever so slightly further this time.
Always see the dangers first.
You need to ease off.
Always protect your feet.
And then fold back down. find some movements that work for you here. You don't have to be
Be
static.
ready for cold. Always be ready for heat.
One more breath. Doing so well.
Know where good water source is.
And then bringing your hands back onto your hips if they're not there already. Inhaling, engaging your core, and starting to come all the way back up again. Really nice. And heel toe your feet back together.
Always rest whenever you can.
We'll take a tree pose since it was Earth Day this week. So if you've done this before, you know what's coming. But if not, it's a very, very gentle balance. You can take it as far as you want to. So bringing the weight into your right foot, or whichever foot you'd like to start with. And as you do this, slowly start to peel your left foot off the floor, bringing your knee up in front of you. And if you want to, slowly hugging it into your chest. From here, opening your left knee up like a gate, and then placing your foot down either back on the floor with your heel resting just above your right ankle, or you can place your left foot on the side of your right shin. You can place it on your thigh, just make sure it's not on your knee. Or if you want to, you can place it in half lotus in front of the top of your right thigh. Just find a place that feels really good.
Always rest whenever you can.
Find a gazing point in front of you. Keep your balance steady, and then if you want to, you can bring the palms together in front of your chest. Or if you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can open your arms up above you, just like that open cup we had in our low lunge.
10 fingers.
Opening up like a tree. And see if you can stay here for 3 breaths. Finding that gazing point in front of you. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then if you'd like to, you can bring your hands back together in front of your chest and slowly start to lower your left foot back down onto the mat. And shake out your right leg if you want to. And then when you're ready, we'll do the other side. So start to bring all of your weight into your left foot, or the opposite side that you haven't done already. Making your right foot lighter and lighter as you bring your knee slowly towards your chest, hugging it in towards you, and then opening your right knee up like a gate. And then bringing your foot in either at the top of your thigh, the side of your shin, or resting your foot on the floor. And your heel comes in above your ankle, wherever feels good for you on this side. And then when you're ready, you can bring your hands into Anjali Mudra in front of your chest. Or if you'd like to, and you did this on the other side, opening up into the sky, an open tree. And taking 3 deep breaths here. Really nice. Finding your gazing point in front of you, keeping you steady and balanced in this pose. One more breath. Lovely, and then when you're ready, just returning your right foot back down to the ground. You can shake out your left foot if you want to, shake out both legs. Really nice. So bringing your weight back into both feet, rocking onto your heels and onto your toes, just finding a nice center point. Coming back into stillness. Place a little gentle micro bend in your knees. And then inhale, sweep your arms back up to the sky. Palms come together over your head, and exhale, folding all the way back down, reaching for the earth. Back into our forward fold. Bring a generous bend into your knees if that feels better for you, and just allow a gentle sway in your hips, supporting yourself with your fingers on the ground and your weight evenly distributed between your feet. On your next inhale, lift your gaze, bringing your hands to your shin, and then exhale, fold back down one last time. When you're ready, start to lower your sit bones all the way down to the ground. You can either come all the way down or you can come into a squat and then sit down, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Bring your feet out in front of you and start to lower your back down onto the mat. If you want to, you can bring both knees into your chest for a little hug, circling your knees around to release your lower back, and then changing directions. And when you're ready, placing both feet back down onto the ground. Lengthen your left leg so it's all the way out. Heel comes down to anchor you into the ground. And then inhaling, bring your right knee back into your chest. And your left hand comes over your left hip to keep it secure. If you want to stay here, you can. Or if you want to create a deeper stretch, you can just open your right knee, just like we were opening it in that tree pose, like a gate, opening it down to your right hand side. Make sure you can feel your left heel anchoring you down here, your left hand supporting your left thigh. Only coming out as wide as you want to, and if you want to keep your knee into your chest, that's absolutely fine. And just taking a few deep breaths here. You can close down your eyes here if you want to. With each exhale, just allow your thigh and your hip to soften and open ever so slightly more, just as far as feels comfortable, without causing any tension or pain. And if you want to, you can bring that right foot down to the floor. Just feeling into how this stretch feels for you on your right side today. Taking one more deep inhale here, and as you exhale, bring your knee back over your chest. Pulling it tight in with both hands, and then exhale your right foot back down to meet your left. And just sway your feet side to side or circle your ankles, whatever feels good. Just notice if you feel any difference between the right side and the left side of your body. And And inhaling this time, lifting your left knee in towards your chest, anchoring your right heel into the earth. Bringing your right hand above your right thigh and your right hip. If you want to, slowly starting to lower your left knee down towards your left side. Taking a deep breath here. Just notice how far your body wants to go on this side. Maybe with each exhale, you start to notice a little bit of release, a little bit of space. And if you want to, just closing down your eyes on this side. Keeping your right heel firmly planted into the earth. And taking 2 more really deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, if you want to stay a little bit longer, that's fine. When you're ready, exhaling very slowly, lifting your knee back into center and hugging it in towards your chest. And then again, very gently, just releasing it back down towards your right foot. Let your palms rest by your side. You can widen your stance between your feet if that feels more comfortable. And just feel into your legs and your hips and how your body's feeling after stretching on both sides this time. Let your palms fall flat on the earth beside you. If you want to, let your feet fall out and relax. Now you have an option here to bring the soles of your feet together in a reclined Baddha Konasana, but you do not have to. If you want to stay exactly where you were, that's fine. If you do want to, you can bring the soles of your feet back together, just like we did at the beginning of this practice. And if you have cushions handy and you want to prop them underneath your knees for a little bit of support, you can do that too. Just start to feel your head and your neck and your back supported by the ground. As gravity does all the work for you in this passive stretch. Gently opening up your hips and your legs. Grounding into the earth. want to, you can bring a hand back onto your lower abdomen. And just notice the pace of your breathing now. And just finding a resting point, a stillness here for this last pose today. Taking one more deep breath here. And then when you're ready, slowly sliding your feet back down, releasing your legs. Letting your feet fall apart or heavy. Your hands resting by your sides. Closing down your eyes. And coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Connecting back to our breath. Noticing how your body feels. Does it feel the same or does it feel different from before? And finally, just connecting back to your intention that you set at the beginning of this practice, and your words or your feeling. You would most like to feel now. Inhaling through the nose. And just noticing that becoming even bigger and brighter in your body, in your space, and in your energy. Knowing that you have complete control over your own energy. And choosing how you would like to feel. And slowly bringing your awareness back into your body. Maybe moving your ankles or your wrists, wiggling your fingers. Then turning over onto your favorite side. And very slowly supporting yourself back up to a seated position. Taking as much time as you need, reaching for any layers if you need them. And taking any movements that you'd like to take here, maybe a shrug of your shoulders. Bringing your palms out in front of you, just creating a little bit of heat. Rubbing your hands together and then placing your palms over your eyes. And opening your eyes into that warm space. And Slowly removing your fingers away from your eyes, bringing your palms back to your knees. If you'd like to, you can bring your hands to heart center. Taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling, sighing all the way out through your mouth. And taking one more breath just like that, inhaling all the way in through your nose. Open the mouth, sigh, let it all out. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. Namaste.